A couple months ago, me and my brother bought a 20-ton press, and I looked at press brakes, whatever you call them, finger brakes, press brakes, to bend metal, and it's like $200 for one, even well together. And I have a bunch of steel, so I said to myself, I'm just gonna make my own. Well, I kind of did. I bent some 1/2-inch steel and actually kind of bent it, the actual press brake. So I still have the finger left from that. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make a second version. So it'll kind of be the second version, but it's more like my first version. So to do it, I'm going to use the old finger I used, which is 2 1/2-inch pieces of steel welded together with some angle iron. And then I'm going to cut it and then weld it up very nicely, then sand it down so it'll look like it's just one piece. For the base, I am using probably like a 3/4 inch, I would say. No, 1/4 inch maybe. I don't know my steel size that well. 1/4 inch piece of steel for the base. For the, I don't know what you would call it, but the kind of groove that it sits in, I'm going to be using some angle iron. I don't know what size this is either. For the return spring, I got the spring for about $6 from Ace Hardware, and then I got some pipe that will attach to my finger, and then I got this from Rural King. I think it was like $10, and this will weld my press. So let's start cutting and grinding. Alrighty, so I got pieces I need. I have the 3 of my, what is that called? I got the main mounting plate, and then I have my finger. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind that finger down, cut these off, grind it all up. Grind up everything, so then I'm going to finish welding it. Then I'm going to grind this, grind these to get them ready for welding. I'm going to weld these all together, and then I'll cut out my tube, and I'll cut my bar right there to length. And then, hold on, zoom's being dumb. I will weld them all together. So, let's get grinding. So when I cut this piece off, like the notch of the finger press part, actually cut the welds. So what I did is, just to make sure I strengthened it again, I just welded those pieces together. Then what I'll do is hold on. I'll flip it over and I'll grind those welds and grind this piece, then re-weld it. I thought prime weld, wasn't very good, but to me those look like pretty good welds. So I mean, this machine can put out really good welds. That'd be cool if I could get sponsored by them, but obviously not. But go check out Prime Weld. They have very affordable welders. Then they're not too expensive, but they're not crazy cheap. This is it's the Prime Weld Multi-Process 200. This thing is awesome. I'm not very good at the TIG yet, because it is not a scratch start. I think it's called a scratch start TIG, and it's hard. Stick I haven't tried too much, but I mean this thing, it's like it's an inch of steel right there, and I think this was, well, let me check. This steel, I mean that's 1/4 inch thick. That's what it was. 1/4 inch thick angle iron. And I mean, I don't think that's going anywhere. In fact, I like how this weld looks so much. I don't even think I'm going to grind it down. So, if you guys are looking for an affordable welder, go check out Prime Weld, because they have really awesome products for not too bad, not too expensive actually. And I'm going to grind. Oh, sorry, I'm doing this with my left hand, so it's a little hard. Grind that. Hold on. I'm going to grind this mounting plate, and then I'm going to put this. It's a little hard to do with one hand, so I'll try the best. Put this right there, and also put this right here. Actually, it'll go more like this. So I actually might have to change this up a little bit. If I do, what the change will be is I will take this, I will just put it straight like that, and then I'll just take some regular flat stock and brace it up. So let's do that. Alright, so it's a new day here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the pieces that I cut and ground yesterday, and it's a little bit different design. What we're going to do is we're going to take two of these angle iron, and go kind of like this, and then we'll take another one of these, this flat stock, or I'm going to see if I have a little bit bigger one. It only needs to be about an inch bigger, and we'll weld it to it. So I have another piece. Alright, so I got this nice and shiny. Doesn't look like steel, but it's nice. I like shiny steel. I got that shiny. Got these nice and shiny. So what I'm going to do, I think, plan will be to evenly space these two, and then evenly space on side, and then I'm not actually going to take this other piece of angle iron, so I think that's just too much. I think this will be more than enough, so I'll put this together, and then I'll tack it. So I just got it mounted on the press, and I have some some 1/8 inch by 2, I would say, and some 1/4 inch. So I'm gonna try to press here. Looks like I press the spring a little bit. This is the 1/8 of an inch. Alrighty, this is the 1/4 inch. Alright, so I got the press brake finished, and I'm really happy how this turned out. 1/8 of an inch steel, no problem at all. It just bent it extremely easy. I don't think the edges aren't even scuffed up really. A little bit scuffed, but it'll hold. 1/8 of an inch steel, super easy. 1/4 inch steel wasn't as easy, but it was still really easy. With my other design, I've actually bent up to it wasn't 1/2 inch. I think it was about, I don't know. I'll tell you what it was. And that did bend the groove, I guess you would call it, but the groove wasn't as braced up as this one. So this one could probably hold it, but I wouldn't trust it, and I don't want to break it. So it turned out amazingly. Leave a comment down in the description if you like it, maybe what you want me to build with it, use it for. And if you need like the dimensions or anything, just leave a comment and I'll get you those. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like what you saw today, please consider subscribing. It will really help me. I've seen a lot of other people start YouTube channels and DIY stuff, and I'm really into that. So I'm trying to do it. My main focus is going to be metalworking and fabrication, mostly go-karts. However, I will do a little, I like 3D printing too, and just those engineering aspects. So I'm going to do a little bit of those, but leave a comment down below and just tell me what some projects you might want to see me make. I have a few coming up. I have some cheap Chinese 2-strokes that you can get off eBay. Put those on some little electric toys. Those are super fun. So I'm going to be fixing those. So those will be coming up soon. I have a 3D printed thing coming up. Also some go-kart builds. So hit the notification, subscribe, and look forward to seeing you next time.